Hi everybody, and welcome to class. Here are a few tips for success in this course. When it comes to writing, here are a few things. Proofread out loud. The ear can often hear what the mind misses. If you stumble over a passage reading what you wrote, there's a good chance I will stumble over it too. Write academically, but don't be stuffy. Write the way you would talk. Just make sure you talk with good grammar. Consider having a friend or family member proofread your work. Write early enough that you can let it sit for a day or two and then proofread it. I know if I read something I just wrote, there is a good chance I will read it the way I was thinking about it and not necessarily the way I actually wrote it. Don't plagiarize. Aside from the software we have to detect plagiarism, I teach a lot of students, so I'm pretty familiar with what comes up in the first couple entries of a Google search for paper and discussion topics. If you have questions about avoiding plagiarism, ask. Here's a hint. Don't use the copy and paste feature from websites. Even if you are using a direct quote, it's a good habit to avoid copying and pasting. Source your information. This means having a reference list and having in-text citations. In-text citations are parenthetical references typically with the author's last name and year of publication put at the end of sentences that use material from a source. Grammar. We all have pet peeves when it comes to writing. Here are a few of mine. Try to, not try and. As in, I'm going to try to go to the party, not I'm going to try and go to the party. Don't use contractions. Although there is an efficiency there, it's not proper for formal writing. Don't write in the first person. There are exceptions to this rule, but given the assignments for the class, we are very unlikely to encounter any of those exceptions. Keep your paragraphs focused on a single topic. If you start talking about a new topic, you should start a new paragraph. Sources. Use academic sources, not Wikipedia, not Investopedia. Use the APUS library, not just Google. Google Scholar can be good, but start with the library first. Why not internet sites? Anybody can post things to the internet, and a lot of what students find for facts are really just opinions. Critical thinking. Don't trust everything you read, even if you agree with it, even if it comes from me. Well, maybe not that last one. Seek out information that disagrees with the information you found. There's always another side to an issue, sometimes many sides. Spend some time contemplating what you've read. Even if you don't agree with it, you need to understand it. Come to a well-informed, sound conclusion based on critical analysis of what you have learned. And then here, finally, are some general tips. If you have a question, ask. I'm always just an email away. Don't wait until the last minute. There's a saying that we create our own luck, and this is very true when it comes to computers. If a computer is going to crash, it's probably going to be at about 11:55 p.m. on a due date. If an emergency does come up, let me know as soon as possible. I can be flexible, but I do need to know. Those are just some thoughts that I wanted to share with you guys. If you have any questions, as the first bullet says, ask.